Oh, you guys caused a lot of property damage, huh?
Yeah. It's gonna take a couple spells to fix that.
Gonna have to go hit some clocks or something.
Mm-hmm. So, this leopard face is the one with the missing pages. I forget his name.
We'll just call him Leopard Face then. He wasn't. Was he mentioned in the intro?
They all have their names are mentioned in the intro. I just forgot. Gula! That's his name! Thank
Oh.
you!
Oh,
Thank you, title card.
I didn't realize the titles were embedded into the scenery. This is actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
Master? If you're busy, I can always
Yeah.
come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay.
So the Master of Masters told Gula that there would be a traitor and gave him the missing sections of the book.
Okay, I was just gonna ask, wouldn't that make him a traitor if he has the pages, but this was known. So he entrusted this guy, basically.
He literally tore the pages out of all the books and then gave one copy to Gula.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Is?
Your role. You must find
Whatever.
the traitor hidden among
Fuck
you
off.
and stop them before it's too late. And in
So
order
it's
to
very
help you
commonly
find
believed that
the
the Master of Masters is lying out of his ass.
that's why you gave us all different roles.
And why?
If anyone
'Cause I
given
have
us
one
the job
theory.
we're given,
The
we can easily
the
conclude
theory is that he's in fact the big bad.
That was
But,
my theory.
it's
So he
brilliant.
did it on purpose.
Yeah,
Again,
steal
Black
my
Cloak and all
thunder,
that.
show off.
but that's not confirmed. That's just speculation from
Yeah.
the fans.
Not fair.
I think it's good speculation based on what I've seen, but it definitely is kind of wild speculation at the same time.
Hit the floor,
Yeah.
my sheer genius.
But given Nomura's past records, it's not that wild.
Yeah, he's not really known
Was
for
my logic flawed?
crazy fucking twists of logic or anything.
So, I guess
Who you
now
think's
you've
gonna be
earned
If
bad turns out to
anything,
be
his
bad.
if anything, his twists tend to be ass pulls.
Yeah.
Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
So yeah, he was told there was a traitor and that section would help him figure out who it is.
I like how they fucking show the page and yet it's in some, of course it's made in some bullshit language.
Yeah.
There's obviously no way to tell like
Neither
what's actually
English
written
nor
down.
Japanese.
That's the thing, is if it was written in Japanese, people would have easily been able to parse it out at some
No one
point.
but myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a Kingdom Hearts fan base is dedicated. If anything else, it's dedicated.
It's almost a shame in some respect. Like, I think we've mentioned this before at some point during like 2 or something like that. The Kingdom Hearts fans at some point kind of deserve better than this.
Yeah, they have been underserved for a very
So
long time.
long. Because there was one really good game with Kingdom Hearts 1, and then 2 was pretty good, and it just keeps going downhill. People are like, I'm already invested, I'm in there. Like, just sunk cost fallacy, man. Just, why stop now?
Do you want to know what my role is? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
The master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade.
Also, Offset was told by the master, Bearman was told by the master
It doesn't
that
matter to me
if
you think I'm
if it ever looks like Ira's starting to lose his shit and go like AWOL,
You knew that
feel free to kill him and step up.
watch silently
Wait,
as we
Ira or
fought
Gula?
each other.
Ira, the unicorn mask.
Yeah, okay.
Bear Mask told Unicorn.
Oh,
told,
so that's why he initially
yeah.
wanted to propose the alliance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's like, man, it looks like Ira's losing his shit. Maybe it's time for me to do what the master told me and just like kill him and be the leader.
So yeah, this theory that the Master is big bad starts to make more sense with the idea that he seems to be playing everybody against each other.
Yeah, deliberately.
Please stop!
Something about, like, the mask motif is kind of cool on its face, but the fact that you lose so much facial expression by not seeing their eyes kind
Yeah,
of hurts
it
the
really
drama.
sucks.
I don't know if that came down to, like, a stylistic choice first or like an animation problem.
It works better in the Kingdom Hearts key art style, where it's just 2D sprites.
Mm-hmm.
And once you translate that 3D, like you're right, you do lose like the eyes and all of that.
Come to this.
That's a very important part of animation.
Yeah, like you can sense a lot through the way someone's eyes and eyebrows react, but it's just so hard to tell sometimes what they're actually feeling.
Yeah. So the big gist of this is that they had a things that the Master told them to do, and it seemed to pit them against each other in a way that seems to be the root cause of the Keyblade War.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
Which at that point, I guess, based on what we currently know, obviously, that the Keyblade War happened because the members of all these unions fought against each other because the leaders were fighting.
Yeah, and because they fought they spent so many missions taking the light from the world that by the time that all this came to a head, there wasn't a whole lot of light left in the world, and so between the 5 of them, they kind of blew each other up.
Right. I also remembered when Xehanort in Birth by Sleep talks about people fighting over the light. Was he referring to this or an event at like the beginning of time?
You could be such a good
I believe he's referring to this.
I would think so. Because it was like the first thing he says in Birth by Sleep. He's like on the throne or something like that. He's talking to
He's talking about the Keyblade War.
Ericus. Yeah.
only before.
He's talking about like multiple factions fighting over the light and they coveted it and all that because, right.
Using the
Yeah.
knowledge
So he must be referring to this part.
The lost page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role.
Do you think you get to choose what animal mask you get?
But who knows
I doubt
what
it.
his real intentions
Man.
are.
It'd really suck if you get the unicorn and you got like all this
What I
fur
do
weighing your
know
head down.
Is that I'll never
Heavy
forgive
mask.
him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
Well, the Master told him to.
I'd like to believe the Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
Also, I like how you just leave him, but wasn't he like dying on the side of the street when you found him? Like you're just falling over.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Walk it off. Walk it off.
Assumedly,
up,
no
tough
one's gonna
guy.
fight him on the way home, I guess.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you. Because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other
Oh
unions,
shit.
and you're training
Yeah.
them in a secret
Oh,
location
called
unseen.
out.
Yes, because that is my role.
I had no idea.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize.
Yeah, she's like, man, you look to be scalping all these people. You look suspicious as shit. Maybe you're the traitor. But, like, that's something the Master told her to do.
Fuck, man. At this rate, you could just start like stealing like people's money from their wallets and be like, "That was my role.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take all the money." You're like, "I'm so
I'm
sorry."
sorry. The Master thought that I was the best at stealing all of your cash.
I was just a really good thief.
Apparently he chose wrong.
I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
Everyone's like, man, this other person in our group is probably the traitor.
And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Of fucking course he is.
He vanished. Like a traitor might.
Very traitorous vanish.
But yeah, that's the reason why the theory is that there probably is not a traitor. And that they
Yeah.
were all just fucking played.
Because like none of it really adds up to one person.
Yeah.
It's all,
Well,
like,
it doesn't have to one
misconnections.
person. It's not to one person, just not the person, just like...
They're headed straight this
It's
way.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the Master
except that would be the
Masters.
master. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Take care of him.
rather like none of the union leaders seem to be like an
Yeah.
obvious culprit, and there's no supporting evidence for like any of them completely.
Yeah.
just loose tangential stuff.
Like circumstantial at best
Yes.
evidence.
Yes, there's the word.
Ira?
I'm calling it now, man. It was definitely Lucio. Lucio.
Is something wrong?
The one that left.
Yeah,
I know
totally
he
him.
was here.
That's the ultimate traitor. The one who was never there.
Tell me where he is.
Think about it.
But why?
Why do they keep finding each other just like half dead in alleyways?
None of
Like,
your concern.
are we just
Well,
missing
she's
the
hot-
fights?
She's hiding Hula. She's hiding him from the rest of them.
In an
because
alleyway?
Because she knows the moment they find out that he is dead.
All right, I'll go.
Fuck,
Or as
man,
good
like-
or as close to dead as you are in the world of Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, you already have your fucking secret Keyblade wielders taken in one of their houses or something. Instead of just a fucking alleyway.
Gula, what are you
Like, there's
doing?
no blood, but it's assumed that he's dying.
Or at least hurt.
Yeah. Probably,
Something happened.
so the alleyway's probably not the healthiest place to rest.
You wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the master gave me.
To be fair, like the logical leap of whoever has the lost page must be the traitor makes no fucking sense.
I mean,
That
like,
is a
It talks about
it only does in the sense of, like, if you don't think of any other possibility. Like,
Yeah.
it's the barest connection that you can make.
I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
like the idea of the person with the lost page would be the one hunting the traitor. That makes perfect
Find out who it
sense.
is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him.
But
It's stupid.
it feels like all of these guys are secretly Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku, where there's like the most gullible piece of shit.
Keeping with the master's teaching.
Everybody's got a little Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku in them.
Yeah. They're all just like super gullible and super easy to fool.
I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page.
He's starting to question whether the traitor exists at all, which that seems to be the most likely explanation between anything I can come up with and anything fans can come up with is, oh no, there wasn't a traitor in the first place. You were all just played.
But how?
You know, it occurs to me as I check how far we are in, about almost 50 minutes now.
I'm going
Yeah.
to summon
Nothing
him.
has happened, Brandon.
What?
Then he'll have no choice.
Didn't I say nothing happened?
Like, when you're right, you're fucking right, man. It's mind-blowing how nothing happens in the 50 minutes we've been here. Like, I keep thinking I'm zoning out, but I'm not. I've been paying attention, and it's like, nothing's happened. Like, minute one
Yeah.
was like, here's this world, and, you know, here's these characters. I'm like, okay, what's the conflict?
Really enough.
There's a traitor in our midst. Okay, it's a good setup.
Always do the right thing.
Nothing happens with that.
Help me with this.
Like, it's so weird, because I feel like I'm watching, like, an abridged version of a story I've never read.
I'm sorry.
You kind of,
Which
well,
I kind of am.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. You're kind like.
You don't know.
But, like, he's not finished
But
yet,
this-
so it's a
yeah.
side story of an unfinished story.
Also, this isn't Key. This is something that takes place concurrently alongside the events of Key.
Yeah. Like, it would be one thing if, like, Key was finished, and it's like, here's a really cool, like, high-def version of Key with just all the major points. You know, the
Yeah.
anime adaptation of a long-running manga. It's like, here's all the highlights. Like, okay. But it's like, it's a side story, but even then, it doesn't have its own complete story.
Yeah.
It's fucking... Why does this exist?
Like I finished this wondering what the point of this was.
I think that was the general consensus from you, and there was a couple of outlets I saw that
Like-
talked about this whole box, like the whole PS4 set. And they're like, yeah, Fragmentas is just good, Journey of Distance AG is fine, the back cover is completely unnecessary, I have no idea what it's for.
But
Like I guess at best, my most charitable introduces these characters.
everyone's
That's exactly what I was thinking, is that it's the setup for the world, basically.
Keyblade wielders.
For
But
assumably
not the
something
world,
else.
the game, the world of Kingdom Hearts. Because the world's in .hack.
It's true.
The Keyblade
What about the World 2.0? That's GU, right?
what's written.
No, it's World Revision 2.
Ah.
The World R2.
R2.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too.
Ah, Lux, you get it?
The balance.
Yeah,
Sprite.
that's the light they gather from doing the missions inside the Book of Prophecies. It's called Lux,
Fucking no
which
more.
is
It
the
was
very
like-
first time they've named this in this movie.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I thought that was a character, and I was like, what the fuck? Like,
It's an item. It's an item. It's,
oh,
it's,
you collect like 7 Lux when you do missions or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
yeah, whatever number it is. I don't know if it's like
Thousands or
yeah,
one.
yeah, or if it's yeah. I don't know. It's like in terms of hundreds,
Or if
tens,
it's
or
even-
thousands.
Or
of
if it's even
Lux.
quantifiable, it might just be you got Lux, plural. Like,
You're a very luxy person.
yeah, just fucking stupid. Oh, she smiled. She's gonna fucking die. Oh! Maximum zoom.
Now it's time for her case.
Just staring at flowers, and it just suddenly hit me.
Case of Ava.
That might be one of the best parts. Just the fact that they like
What's
put the
written on
titles
the
in the
last
rooms.
page
Like,
of the
it's,
book?
Yeah.
it's quality.
The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role.
It's like this is framed like it's supposed to be a shocking reveal, but she literally already said this in this movie. She already said this is her role.
Hope?
Is to gather the fucking badasses of all the
Yeah.
unions and like make them one super union.
It's really weird that they're explaining
Don't
this
get
now.
involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization.
Okay.
With 13 members.
I was just thinking. Is there
But
a maximum number?
no, there is no maximum.
Damn
number.
it.
There's like
They will keep the light alive.
Only the 13 best players of Key get to be Organization 13
You really
members.
think that
mhm.
I'm
And
the
you'll
person
give them
who-
data drain.
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
I mean, she's the only person just by process of elimination, because everyone else already has some other stupid bullshit to do.
Well, yeah, she's also the
Today you're here.
nice one.
Continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem
Yeah, look at all these player characters.
but in a world
Yeah.
Look at
Look
their
at all
fucking
the-
shoes! Oh my god!
Look at these OCs do not steal.
Look at this.
Our-
Oh my god, they look so generic!
They all have blue eyes.
Oh my god, that's
Like
creepy!
everyone but one of them had glowing blue eyes.
will turn their weapons
That
on
was
their
so
enemies.
creepy looking. They all look so similar. They look like fucking robots.
To be honest,
This is the worst advertisement for your character creation ever. This looks
I
terrible.
you
know.
must remember is that anyone can lose themselves.
I see Riku's shirt on one of these fuckers.
Yeah, dude.
There will be no
I mean, I
Like,
saw,
it's
I
Kingdom
saw
Hearts
Sora's
1 shirt.
shoes
loss.
at one point.
Except
Fucking like one of the front row people just straight up had Sora's clown shoes, but they were like in blue or whatever. But it was
Just
like,
remember, in the Keyblade War, when everyone's fighting each other for just
you mustn't
straps
fight,
of light,
but instead
they
you
are all
fight
losers and you're winners.
outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task.
uh-huh.
Of preserving the light from the losers.
Is in all your hands. As is the world's light.
Protect it from the
Your
losers.
hearts be your guiding key.
I fucking hate you, Nomura, that like you just try to force this fucking
Wait,
quote in.
wouldn't it be guiding keys? May your hearts be your guiding keys.
You would think. So the one question, I've been thinking about this lately. I don't remember if Birth by Sleep answered this because it might have, but where do Keyblades start?
It's not what it's called.
Like, there's so many Keyblade wielders now that's like, who started that?
So before we get to that,
No,
that eye on that Keyblade is the Master of Masters' eye.
that
Ah,
Keyblade does have
wait,
an eye
like
in it.
literally,
Literally his
like
eye.
he's missing an eye.
Yeah.
Great.
You think that-
I guess response is ew.
yeah.
Like that'd be my first response too, man. I'd be like, get
So
gross.
his response is his job is to make sure that Keyblade gets getting passed down
I can see the
so that he can see the future with that eye and write the Book of Prophecies.
The fact that it exists.
I mean,
is
isn't he gonna
proof
grow old
of
and
your
die at some
success.
point?
That means you've trained a worthy apprentice.
Or will in the
Down
future.
that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role.
Or will later on.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Come on.
I want a gif of that. Of just him clapping.
Congratulations!
You did it!
Yet.
Good point. Guess you better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. Can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey.
But didn't he mention at the beginning that you
no,
can't
you'll
change
be
the future?
just fine without it.
You're right. He did mention that.
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it.
I'm gonna fuck with all their heads. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry, it's gonna be fucking sick when they all fight each other.
Need to stay out of sight.
Need to protect the Keyblade in this box.
My eye, of course. As things unfold between
I was really
Whatever you do, don't poke my eye.
your thing.
And don't take it into the bathroom with you, that's creepy.
It's a secret. And
But it's got the Kingdom Hearts Heartless logo on it. Kind of.
you can never
It's like a more decorated version.
open it.
Great. Now I really want to know.
All right.
Don't open it! I want to open it. Okay.
But this secret stays between the two of us. And you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
What's in the box, man?
We won't know. It's a secret.
I bet Nomura it's like, I'm just gonna make a box and I'll figure out what to put in it later.
That's exactly what his MO is.
Yep.
He has said this verbatim in interviews, that he deliberately leaves things unexplained, that he has room to write those details in future Kingdom Hearts games.
Like, in that sense, I would almost fucking guarantee you that not even Nomura knows what's in that box yet. But just in case he needs something to be in a box.
Well, you
It's
see, the
there.
box's name is
My
Pandora.
heart, be my guiding key.
I made that up.
Obviously.
But you'd believe me if
Reconnect.
yeah. So yeah, that's the movie. That's what happened. That is the side story that went alongside Kingdom Hearts Key.
Well, that's an hour of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah. Isn't that like the most whatever thing you've ever seen
Like,
in Kingdom Hearts?
like, perfectly so. It's not even it's not even terrible in the way that that some stuff in this series is. It's just boring.
It's like, who cares?
Yeah. I don't know if boring's the right word. It's like you said, it's just the most whatever thing. It's just the most inconsequential thing I've ever seen in the Kingdom Hearts story.
Like, the only good thing that came out of this movie was Master of Masters.
Yeah, I would like to see more of him. I
That
hope
is
he appears
literally
in more
the-
stuff.
Literally, like, everyone's like, man, this movie kind of sucks. But that Master of Masters, though, he's pretty charismatic.
Yeah, I could use more of him.
Look at all these 5 chuckle fucks who you'll never remember and are kind of forgettable.
Like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if it became a thing where, like, after Xehanort's dead, the Master of Masters is the new big bad for the new
Yeah.
series. Which,
So, I
Fine.
want to say that until I watched this with you, I forgot all of their names.
great. I already forgot most of them. Well, no, there's... Let's see. Let's test myself here. There's Ira. It's the unicorn guy. There's
Yeah.
Gula. That's the leopard guy. Is it Gula or Gula? Well, there's no L in
Sure,
Japanese.
we'll go with that.
It's probably originally Gura. Fucking... Is it Eva or Irva? Who's the fox chick?
Ava. Or Ava.
Ava?
Is the fox chick.
Yeah,
Yeah, AVA. How do
and-
you pronounce that?
And Lucio, and that's all I got. I don't remember the snake chick. If there's anyone else, I already forgot him too.
I think it was like Eevee, like almost like Envy.
I'm getting it.
And then there was the bear guy whose name I just suddenly left my mind.
Yeah, I got no idea. Bear guy.
Oh, aced!
Yeah,
Like his
Ace.
exams. He aced them.
Yeah, this is really good. No, he's just a huge fan of Type Zero.
Yeah.
That was my first thought when I saw the name.
But I'm going to forget all their names the moment this credits finish rolling, so don't worry about it.
Great. I'm gonna forget probably most of this, except for this is how the Keyblade War started, but we
Yeah.
don't know the exact details beyond this is loosely how it started?
Yeah, so all you need to know is that these are 5 idiots that got played by their master.
Who's probably evil, but not confirmed.
Probably.
Also, there's
Like-
a box.
Like, it's not confirmed, but, like, look at it. Look at what just happened. They were clearly played.
Yeah.
And stop using Roxas' theme right now. It's inappropriate and wrong, and this movie doesn't deserve it.
I just had this really horrible thought, Brandon. What if
What?
the Master of Masters turns out to be a huge deal in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's like, oh boy, you didn't watch fucking back cover? You have no idea who this guy is or what that Keyblade is? Fucking sucks to be you.
Like, I almost guarantee the Master is going to come into play probably, like, right after, or maybe even at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised
like-
if it was like you
as
kick
like-
Xehanort's ass and then he's like the real big bad.
They've gotta wrap up Xehanort. They've already promised they're going
got to. Yeah, like, there's nothing else to do with him. Like, we've seen pretty much his whole fucking life at this point.
Yeah.
I have to wonder how much this will get answered and how much this will come up in 3, and how much of it, like, say, the box or whatever, is just going to be left open for the next set of games.
Well, this was put deliberately in a product titled Final Chapter Prologue.
Right. Which would
As
make
in,
you
like,
think...
this is required viewing for prior to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right. It would make you assume that everything on this disc is important to 3.
Yes.
And we can say with beyond a shadow of a doubt that at least 2.8 or 0.2 is, because that's a basic
And so
character
is
story.
Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
Like, that is literally the build-up.
Yeah.
That whole game is literally the build-up to the final chapter of Kingdom Hearts.
This is the weird one where we're not sure.
Yeah,
That's kind of annoying.
it's so fucking whatever.
It really is.
It's like, who the fuck cares about any of these people? I sure the fuck don't.
Like, aside from the fact that the Master of Masters is like a cool, charismatic dude, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a name. He's the Master of Masters. He's not even given a name.
Yeah.
And the Keyblade he gave Lucio is literally called No Name.
It's gonna be fucking Xehanort, I'm telling you, man. It's hopefully not, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I mean, the fact that Keyblade is given to Xehanort implies that he is in the, at least somewhere in the
like
line,
the lineage.
the
Yeah.
line of succession from Master of Masters to Lucio to some set of 0 or more people than Xehanort.
Yeah. Whether he is Xehanort or he is somehow related to him in some kind of passing down, totally.
Yeah.
It's probably more likely the second thing. It's probably likely that he inherited the Keyblade somehow.
Yeah,
After
like
some
there
event.
was the Master of Masters, then Lucio, then 0 or more people, and then Xehanort.
Yeah. Then X number of people, then key number of people.
Also pronounced Kai, but the meaning is the same.
Thank you so much for that.
But
Well, anyway,
yes,
we are once again done with Kingdom Hearts Primer Brand. It's the second time we said that now.
yeah, and this time we mean it.
Until they come out with some, like, bullshit 12-minute fucking short film before 3
I
comes
love
out.
that this is the note we chose to end on.
I know, right?
Is like the most, who the fuck cares about any of this story in Kingdom Hearts?
Like, it's a shame because in some sense I'm glad that 0.2 exists because that was really good, but I wonder if it was a net loss because of fucking back cover. Like, in the sense of, would it have been better if we just finished the fucking primer on Dream Drop Distance and then be like, alright, Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's weird that we like say stuff like this, like that, because you'd think obviously like more content must be better than no content at all, but you and I both kind of ascribe to the feeling that like if you're gonna fill me with just more bad content, you would have been better off just letting me have what I had before and nothing on top of that.
Yeah, it's like, or bad content, or blasé, or hell, like, even sometimes good content isn't enough. Like, at some
Because
point, it's like, just let me wait 2 years, and I'll fucking
Yeah.
play 3. I don't need any extra backstory at this point.
Because, like, you just got off the answer, so you're kind of already in the mood for, like... I'm sorry, for the people outside, Persona 3, the answer.
Please
So
read
you're
my article
already,
on
like-
emptyskybox.com, thank you.
Because you're already in the mood to say, like, sometimes the extra content you add actively makes the thing you made before that worse.
Right. You're not wrong, and that is definitely a case here.
Yeah.
Except that's been,
Where
like,
it's
every
like-
game since Kingdom Hearts 2, more or
I
less.
don't know if if back cover makes like the rest of the Fountain Prologue package worse, because it doesn't go anywhere near as bad as the answer. It's nowhere near that bad.
It's so middle of the road.
It doesn't add to it either. It's kind of like these are two good games, and there's this kind of thing that really exists.
Like the best you could say about it is like either one, it looks good, but we already have Fragmentary Passage, or two, at least it's only an hour.
But yeah, like, I don't want to say this movie is bad, or that it takes or that detracts from the rest of the package of Final Chapter Prologue. But at the same time, I cannot say it adds to it either.
Right.
It's just kind of like, why did you bother?
It's just unnecessary.
What I wanted them to do was do what they did with the previous remixes and just make a game that recapped the plot of this game that no one was going to play. Like, no one is going to play, like, Key. Like, no one in the West is really going to touch the mobile game.
Correct.
Because it's, like, the overlap between people who play mobile games and the kind of audience that Kingdom Hearts is striving for in the West, that exists. It's just, Kingdom, like, even in the mobile games that those people play, Key is not really in that like, Venn diagram.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the general vibe is also just JRPG players versus mobile game players is really not too much of a crossover.
Yeah. I don't want to say, like, I don't play mobile games, I do. It's just the kind of games I do play on mobile are not this.
No. I don't play episodic, story-driven mobile games.
Yeah. So, like, this would have been just flat out better off if they just did a game that explained the plot to Key so far. I don't care if the Key is incomplete by the time they made this movie. They just explain what you've made so far, and I'll catch up on the rest sometime on my own. Whatever. But I would have much rather that than this kind of hour-long spiel of nothing really important going on.
Yeah. Well, all that being said, I guess we'll see y'all in Kingdom Hearts 3 again? This time?
We are not doing Kingdom Hearts 3.
I mean, no, we're not playing it.
Okay.
But I mean, like, see y'all in the general, like, sense of, like, we will be playing it, you will be playing it.
Yeah, okay.
No.
In that case, yes, I do
We are
agree.
not fucking doing an LP of Kingdom Hearts 3. Do not ask.
Because, like, if you were saying to the audience we're doing an LP Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna
No.
fucking stop. I want to fucking stop that idea right now. That is not happening.
No, we will see you in Kingdom Hearts 3 in the sense that hopefully you will be playing Kingdom Hearts 3, we will be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 next without any other games, or movies, or fucking short stories, or musicals, stage plays.
We may do content regarding Kingdom Hearts 3.
We have plans.
An LP will not be that thing if we do go that direction, and we may not even do that.
Yeah, depends on how Kingdom Hearts 3 pans out.
I am not sold on doing any more Kingdom Hearts content in the next year.
Well, that's okay, Brandon, because Kingdom Hearts 3 won't come out until, like, 2025 anyway. They say it comes out this year. I say I believe it when I see it. I will believe it when that copy is in my hands and I put it in my PS4 and I boot it up and it says Kingdom Hearts 3.
Square Enix has such a bad reputation about getting things out at the time they say they're going to take it out that I have to say, okay, if you're going to put up or shut up.
I mean, also, like, in the wake of the last big delay we've had going on, it's like Persona 5 got delayed, what, like 3 years total or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's common for RPGs to get delayed, and Kingdom Hearts has already been delayed like twice, and I don't care if it gets delayed, frankly. If they want to delay it, it's fine. Just don't give me another release date. Just tell me it's done when it's done.
Like, yeah, and we have plans for what we may or may not do with Kingdom Hearts 3, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Right. But, either way, once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you got something out of this, or at least just had an hour to kill podcasting with us while playing some other game or something.
Yeah, because that's what this ended up actually realistically being.
Yeah. As most of these tend to be.
Yeah.
Good background content. Well,
So, goodbye, folks. Thank you for watching.
yep. Bye, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next time.
For something.
Whenever that happens to be.
Yep. We will see you in whatever happens next, whenever that happens. Bye, everybody.
Alright. Bye, everybody.